Mini Mom. This is part number 2 of a Q&A with my mom. We did the first part talking kind of about her before and the during stages of the decluttering. That was last week's Q&A Friday Focus. But now we're back for the second part. And now we're going to get into more of life after the decluttering. We had a big decluttering effort. Maybe originally we started 4 years ago, I think.
I think so.
We have 3 series with my mom. There's a ton of episodes on the channel with them. And the people want to know if you've been able to maintain your home and how life has really changed for you so far after your big decluttering effort. So we're going to get into those topics today.
Okay.
Do you feel lighter now that all the clutter's gone?
Well, all the clutter is not gone, to be perfectly honest. It's down like one corner.
You wouldn't have been able to sit in here before.
No, we wouldn't have been able to have a studio in here.
No, not at all. How has life been since the declutter? For example, is cleaning easier? Are you sewing more?
Yes. Cleaning is much quicker. And I heard a new term a few weeks ago. Like resetting your home. Mm-hmm. It's easier to reset because you know, okay, this goes here, that goes there. And if
Everything
you do that on a daily basis, it'll take you 5 or 10 minutes to reset. Maybe a little longer in the kitchen, but putting things up where they go does help.
So much easier.
And then as far as sewing projects, when I first got the room open and got my sewing machine in here, I kept a log of what all I did, and it was like
you topped over 100.
It was over 100, and it's well past that. I mean, it's I quit keeping track because I forgot to.
You use this room all the time.
Pretty much. If you want to know what I've made, several pet toys. I've made.
Charlie.
Yeah, I made Charlie.
This is the one
is this
of
the
many.
Time when you went? Yeah, this is my latest one. I'm really proud of Charlie, and we went to your uncle's, and he actually has a big standard poodle, so that came up to about right here on me. And he was big. He was big. So, and my husband was telling somebody, because he goes, oh, that's good, but he said he complimented me and said he actually looks a lot like this, and he does. And even like this, you know, where they have the slim poodle look. And but he's really, I wanted him to be floppy like that because our uncle has one arm, and what inspired me was that he wanted to hold, he goes, Roseanne, would you let me hold Winston? I love to hold pets. Or I love to hold dogs. And so Winston was tiny enough, Charlie wouldn't fit under, but I thought I'd give him a Charlie that he could help. It was above the elbow, and so that he could support it. And so I thought, but I hope Charlie doesn't like it too much.
I hope Charlie stays away from it. Then you also made one for my friend, for her daughter.
Oh yeah,
you made a puppy.
I made a mini schnauzer.
You've made a lot.
And I made a kitty cat for the little girl, and I've made her several little skirts, and I made a really cute outfit for the little boy too. I can't remember if I think it had trucks on it. But I didn't want to make the shorts or something, so I just embellished on the t-shirt, and it turned out really cute. And
you've made a lot of dresses for like family members, for the kids.
Oh yeah, the skirt.
And you've made bags. You've made stuffed animals. You're working on a quilt right now. You are nonstop.
Yes, and I did.
And a lot of tailoring projects for your daughter.
Yeah, I think there was a dozen the first time. But you're needed. But you're just fixing things and altering, this doesn't fit right. And when you're short, you hem your pants forever, right? And so.
When I was not ready, when my mom was ready to leave the house the other day, all of a sudden I hear her in her, she's like, oh, I fixed my shirt. I'm ready to go now. She just tailored it on the fly. Have you been able to maintain the spaces that were decluttered, or have more things crept in?
Yes. The declutter, the guest room it's just house beautiful. You just clean it and do the floors. Yeah, in the bathroom, like I said, resetting everything.
Just taking time in your routine maintenance to put everything back.
Well,
which
at
is
night,
normal.
I don't like to go to bed without straighten the blankets on the couch and the pillows and things like that. The bathroom has been a big challenge, and I've redone it about 5 or 6 times in the cabinet.
Organizing.
Yeah.
Well, and then you just had it remodeled.
Well, that was the biggest thing.
Do you regret anything that you decluttered?
Well, actually, today I was looking for my flowery shell earrings, and I forgot that I had given them to a friend because she was younger, and I went, I don't need these. And I remembered why. It's because I don't have them on now, but I have a set and have white. So I said, I don't need 2 of these. I won't get them worn. So that was it was just a minor thing, but it
Own thing. But overall, you don't have any regrets?
No, I don't think so. And I think the whole key was saying you're donating it and you're going to, someone else will get wearing out of this.
He's licking your watch.
Thank you.
Now she has less clutter and more time for you. How has your mental health changed? Do you procrastinate on projects more because you don't have the clutter to blame?
Mentally, this was a really shame-filled room and depression. And then, like, we had several deaths in the family, and it was just easier to go put it up.
And you told me one time before I came, you put it in here and you closed the door.
Yes, I did. It was just easier. But after the declutter, you know what a pain it is. And you go, I'm not going to put that there.
Oh, yeah.
And so, and what was the second part of this?
It said, do you procrastinate more on craft projects, right? Because there's no clutter.
If there's a need and it's going to really benefit somebody or something, somebody needs a perk up. And I have a number of friends going through some health issues or loss of partner. And so you want to do something nice, to perk them up. You get after it.
I don't think you're a person to procrastinate on craft projects because it's what you love to do.
Oh,
so
and
you
yard.
You never blamed it on the clutter before. You just couldn't access your stuff because of the clutter. And now you have full accessibility in here.
Full access. Yeah.
No, she's not a procrastinator on that stuff.
No, other
maybe
things.
Like paper, like doing the paper decluttering. That's
but I have gotten a little better about that. Not making.
They are better than they have ever been. I think.
Yeah.
Are you hiding them anywhere?
Probably.
What new things did you learn about yourself in the process?
That you can let go of things, and you don't have the memory. It might be tied to that item, but you're like, do I really need this taking up my space?
The memory lives beyond the item.
Yes, and it got easier and easier to let go. And somebody else can really use that pan, or I'm not a baker, thank goodness, but I love baking goods, but that's the problem.
Cooking things, not really.
Yeah, cooking's
burned is her specialty.
Yes, my husband said it's an acquired taste around here. I had visual memories of moving came back to me, and especially my dad throwing the hangers. He got so mad and he threw them on the street. Matter. But I just remember we moved I have a record, I'm sure. Y'all tell me, but I have been to 17 schools in 12 years.
That's crazy. So you had told me the other day that because you moved, you never had that stability growing up, that as you got older, keeping things brought you that comfort.
Yeah, and you don't realize it, but it's really curious because I didn't understand that for a while. And I think I even asked you that when we started. Why is clutter connected to your emotions? And I think it just has to. I mean, and it's a hard one. And I knew about codependency for many, many decades, but still, you sometimes can't make the connection in your own mind. And it takes somebody kind of leading you gently through the process. And
that's why it's nice to have an outside party there to help you, because they can see things that you don't, and tendencies that you don't pick up on.
Right.
Have any shopping habits changed since decluttering?
Definitely. What I was thinking too is that, shopping makes you feel good when you come home with stuff, 10 pair of shoes for $50 or something, just something like that. I still was probably traumatized from doing the hard work declutter. Like, I really don't need that. And then as far as you crafters out there, I decided, I really like sewing and crafting, but I tried beads and I tried this,
making,
everything, lots of stuff. And I thought, it's time to just focus on what I like. And I like quilting, but quilting's not exactly what I like. It's almost too regimented for me. And then some people are just brilliant, and there's a lot of math involved, which I don't do math very well. And so, but I think I really tried to focus on using what I had, everything.
And getting out prioritizing what you want to make space for with your crafts. So we got the second
Yes.
declutter, I think that's when it was, we let go of a lot of craft supplies and stuff that when you were like, you know, I'm not going to get to beading. Like, I don't want to spend
I'm
my
not good
time
at
doing
it.
that.
I wasn't good at it. I knew I wasn't
You were
good
able
at it.
to focus. I think that really helped make your room manageable, because really what we have in here is sewing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any tips for someone with ADHD?
I think, like you said, the goal, knowing what you want to purpose that space for, and don't try to empty out all the stuff at one time, because you will be overwhelmed. Because I always get to that, what do you call that stage? The during stage. And I'm like, oh, I want to run away.
So you're more of a quick win starter.
Yes. And then I found, like, I was decluttering papers, and I had the piles, and I knew, and I've sabotaged myself 2 or 3 times where I didn't write the little notepad. And, you know, if y'all notice the videos, April, let's label this, you know, and the labels are really important, because then you get going on these piles and you go, where did I put that paper? You know, what is this? It is really important. I think it'll be important with the photos too.
Having now decluttered, would you do anything differently? Would you do anything differently?
I'd get those labels. I mean, I'm really serious, girls.
Get those labels.
Get those labels out when you you don't even think about decluttering unless you have your little pad and pen
and
ready,
brighter,
and tape.
Tape,
and
a
a black
brighter
marker.
the uglier.
Yeah, and a
brighter,
black marker and a trash bags, and get all that ready, and get your donation pile, and just make your labels, because yeah, that's what I would do. Because I really have seriously go, I knew to do that. April video I just watched yesterday told me to put that label, and I forgot, and I went, I did it again.
I'll remember, and then
I think that was kind of a self-sabotage kind of thing.
Oh yeah, and it just makes it easier for you whenever you write a label, because you don't have to think about it later. There's no worry or stress. You just clarify it from the very beginning.
Yeah.
And last, can you make a YouTube sewing channel?
Never. Never. It's too much work, and I don't have time for that.
Do you care to elaborate?
No. By no means no, remember?
With that, we won't be pushing her to start her own YouTube channel.
I don't have time for that. You know, I think nowadays, just sometimes, and I'm a pretty open book for a lot of things, but and I can't say even in my space, because everybody's seen my space, you know, too, but it's like, as far as knowing your day-to-day business and stuff, it's like, you know, you really don't have to know everything about everybody.
Well, I think they just want to see your sewing, you know. They just want to see videos of your sewing.
Oh. Yeah, because I've already given stuff away. Y'all just happen to see, Charlie here. But
you're not going to start a YouTube channel?
No, I think it would be too hard, because I do a lot of finagling.
She will not be starting a YouTube channel, but they still can see you here sometimes.
That's right.
Yes.
I'll be glad to cameo.
Well, thank you for being in our video, and you're in a little pops in some of our upcoming videos, because we've been filming some side stuff while we've been here.
One?
Yeah. You'll be building people will see more of you. You're not going anywhere.
And I'll be sewing.
And she'll be here sewing, guys. She can't make a YouTube video because she got too many projects
gardening
to do.
And going to visit. And
she's busy.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for joining our Friday Focus video, and
thank you, and bye.
To check out the Space Maker method in real homes around the world, catch our Sunday series every Sunday for real-life decluttering, or watch our Friday Focus videos for short and sweet videos designed to help you strengthen your declutter muscles. And if you really want to kickstart your space making journey, grab a copy of The Mindful Art of Space Making, available in both hard copy and ebook.